First at 6, a disturbing case of sexual abuse involving a 13-year-old girl. Tonight, the sheriff arresting a husband and wife he says may have been abusing the victim for several years. KENS 5 reporter Henry Ramos is live outside the sheriff's office. And Henry, the details in this case are difficult to hear. What are you learning?
Easties, they really are, which is why I want to begin with a warning tonight for our viewers. For those of you watching at home, Sheriff Javier Salazar says that the suspects are accused of putting drugs in the girl's milkshake and then giving it to her so that she could knock out. Then the sheriff says the abuse would happen afterwards. As you mentioned, Easties, the sheriff believes that this abuse had been going on for years, even perhaps when she was a toddler. Now I want to show you the two suspects who we're talking about here. This is Christopher Tomley. He's 39 years old, and 32-year-old Ashley Tomley. The sheriff says the investigation began a month ago when the victim ran away from the couple, and the victim was found walking along the highway. And when deputies found her, the sheriff says the teenager made an outcry about the abuse. Investigators say they found surveillance video inside the couple's home that doesn't show the abuse, but shows the suspects making a milkshake and mixing it with cough syrup. And at one point, the sheriff says one suspect is heard on video saying, quote, "We forgot the oxycodone."
That not only was this half a bottle of really strong cough suppressant on this tiny little body enough for these depraved maniacs, they were lamenting the fact that they forgot the other prescription medication that they were going to give her as part of this cocktail.
Now, the sheriff also believes that there could be more victims in this case. He says if anyone out there recognizes this couple, to call investigators. So right now, Christopher faces a continuous sexual abuse of a child charge. As for Ashley, she's facing a charge of endangering a child. The sheriff says more charges could be filed in this case. And so, of course, now you're probably wondering, what about the 13-year-old girl? We're told that she's in the state's custody and is right now receiving therapy, as the sheriff says she has a long road of recovery. We're live downtown tonight. Henry Ramos, KENS 5. Easties.